Hello, everybody on YouTube and all the NFL YouTube prognosticators and NFL fans everywhere. This is Andrew Warren, back here once again, giving you my thoughts about Week 15 and my picks for Week 16 for the 2019 NFL season. Check them out. First off, before I make my thoughts and picks, I want to send my condolences to the man who, remember the Ice Bucket Challenge 5 years ago. His name was Pete Ferenz, who recently passed away from the ALS disease that he was doing this for what the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge was. So he recently died from this past week from this terrible disease called ALS, which famous people right now who passed away, Dwight Clark, and the creator of SpongeBob, Steven Hillenburg had it, and O.J. Behrens from former Raven is battling it right now, and so is well, I was going to say, Steve Gleason. Famously, I was thinking of, Stephen Hawking that just died a couple years ago. And, of course, famous musician from the hard rock heavy metal world, Jason Beckham, is having that right now. He's having it for 25 years. So, still, it's a horrible disease to have that. Really horrible. So, I want to send my condolences to Peter Ferenz, who created the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, who had ALS, recently passed away from that. And he was I think it was a college baseball player from around my area and around in the greater Boston area. So yeah, I want to send my condolences out to him. So send my condolences out to him and his family right now. So to them, yeah, rest in peace, Peter Ferenz. You're not suffering anymore. It was too bad you couldn't see a cure for this. I wish there was a cure for ALS. It's one of the things I wished for to have in this world, but, what can you do? So, yeah, I want to send my condolences out to him and his family, and hope one day there is a cure for ALS. Hope there really is. Okay, we're going to do my thoughts right away my thoughts about last week. We all knew about the Baltimore Ravens were going to beat the New York Jets. Unexpectedly, the Patriots came out in the second half, but didn't bother to show up in the first quarter, which they kind of had the lead in the first half, so it's kind of a little surprising on that one. And, of course, we got Tampa Bay. Offensively, they've been really impressive this year. And Green Bay holding off against Chicago, and Houston getting the win against Tennessee, which is pretty good for them. Kansas City got a big win, the win that they needed, so they keep their division hopes alive. Believe it or not, the New York Giants, what can you say about that one? We get in the Miami Dolphins, It is what it is. But Philadelphia hanging on, against Washington, Seattle too. And, of course, Jacksonville beating Oakland in Oakland's last appearance in Oakland for the Raiders as they move to Vegas next year. And Cleveland and Arizona, what can you say about that one? And Minnesota, they did their business against the Chargers. Now they got to make sure about the Minnesota Vikings, the Packers on Monday night. And, of course, the Rams kind of got killed against Dallas, which is kind of first time Dallas has been really good all year, probably. Yeah. But, of course, everything else with Atlanta coming from behind to beat San Francisco. And, of course, you got the garbage time touchdown that they did. And, of course, Buffalo beating Pittsburgh, which set up the division game for my Patriots and the Bills, which we'll get to that in my thoughts. And, of course, Drew Brees getting the Peyton Manning's record, which congratulations to Drew Brees, who completed Peyton Manning's record for the most touchdown passes in his career. So now it's him and Brady going at it right now. If depends what's happened next year, et cetera, and anything else. So, yeah, that was a really interesting week. Overall, straight up, I went 10-6 with double digits on that one. It's pretty good. Against the spread, almost got there. At the 9-7 mark. Almost got the double-digit mark on that one. Over and under, just 8-8, Now I'm 116-11 overall. And against the spread, I'm 113-29 overall. And overall, for straight up, I'm 119-89 overall. 119 wins and 89 in one push and things like that. So, yeah, what can you do? Not a bad week. So, let's see how we could have a better week this week. Let's do this. We're going to kick things off on one of the Saturday night games. Houston and Tampa Bay. Defensively, Houston's not really that impressive right now, but they got the win that they needed. But Tampa Bay got the win they needed too. But I think too little too late for Tampa Bay. I don't know. But anyways, I think honestly in this game, I think it's gonna come down who has the ball last in this game. It's probably gonna. I think it's in Tampa Bay's home turf too, and it's like Tampa Bay's one of those tough places to play too, despite the fact they don't really have a good year. So, anyways, I think going into this game, Houston without J.J. Watt, that team is nothing without that defense. I mean, nothing. So, anyways, despite that, I think I like Houston to lose in this game. Unfortunately, I hate to say that for Houston, but despite the fact they beat Tennessee, but I'm going to take Tampa against Houston. So I'm going to go Tampa Bay Buccaneers over the Houston Texans. On the line, though, the Houston Texans are 3-point favorite in this game. I don't know about that one. I kind of going to take the Buccaneer side of that. I'm going to take Tampa Bay +3 and over and under. It's 50.5. I'm going to go over 50.5 in that game. I think that's going to be like over 50 points on that game. In there, the Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. My Patriots are in Foxborough again. First time since they lost to Kansas City, which is kind of like a downer on that game. So I think going into that game, Tom Brady's going to be fired up. He wants to get another win in Gillette. Things going to happen, but they're playing Buffalo. Buffalo has a really tough defense. That's the problem with my Patriots. I mean, offensively, they can't do well against great defenses. So that's going to be a little problem on that one. On the other hand, Buffalo's offense is not really that good either. So, what can you say about that one? Josh Allen? Not really the best quarterback in the league offensively. It's not really the best offense. So, honestly, this is going to come down to the wire like they did a few early in the year, which the Patriots won in Buffalo 16-10. So, in that game. So, I forget I believe it was week 3, I think? I'm sorry, week 4. So, I apologize. So, it was early in the year. So, it was end of September. So, anyways, I think going into this one right here, it's going to be a back and forth game, I think. But I think it's going to be another low scoring game in that one, just like it was last week. Might not in week 4. So, I think it's going to be something like that. So, anyways, I'm going to take the Patriots to win. But, against the spread, not so much. But on the line, the Patriots are favored by 6 in this game. But the last time they did that against Buffalo beat them with more than that. So Patriots are favored by 9, I believe, in that game, which I remember correctly. So, but now Patriots are favored by 6 in this game. I think it's going to be a lot close game. Believe it or not, I'm going to take Buffalo +6 in this game. But I think that's going to be a push in that game. I think they're going to go exactly, the Patriots are going to win by 6 in this one. Hey, Coco. How are you, girl? Yeah, my cat wanted to come to visit. Say hi. Yeah, and I guess come on, girl. Oh, all right. See? Yeah, I'm going to let her cuddle with me for a while. So, anyways, sorry about that, guys. But anyways, I think the Patriots are going to win this game, but they might get like that. So I'm going to take Buffalo +6 because of that. It's going to be a low-scoring game, but over and under, it's 38.5. I think it's going to go... I'm going to go over on this one. I think hedging my bets a little bit. I don't think it's going to be a 16-10 round. I think it's going to be like a 26-20 or something like that, or 27-21 or something like that. So I'm going to go something like that. So I'm going to go over just a little bit on this one. Not over 38.5. So anyways, let me continue. Let me fix that. And I was debating back and forth in that game. I was going to say over, but I was like, nah. But anyways, Jacksonville and Atlanta, the last game on the Saturday night. So, Jacksonville and Atlanta. Atlanta got another Super Bowl moment for their year so far. So when they beat San Francisco in that game-winning touchdown. And because of that, the 49ers are jumped into the 5th seed of the standing in the NFC West as the Seattle Seahawks took over. What can you say about that one? But anyways, I think going into this game, I think Jacksonville and Atlanta, they both have problems right now. I mean, offensively, for Jacksonville, who knows is the quarterback? They're going Jinder Minshew or Gardner Minshew or whatever the hell his name is, Then they have Nick Foles, who's not really having the best year so far. And, of course, you got Atlanta, who's not really... Defensively, they're not doing pretty good. But ever since they've beaten the Saints, like 26-9, they've been playing a lot better than they have. So I give them credibility to that. So, and then because of that, ever since Atlanta's been doing pretty better, I think Dan Quinton's job is now safe. So I'm like, it's still a little early, but you never know. But because of that, I like Atlanta to win it, despite the fact, ever since the way they've been playing lately, they've been playing pretty better, despite the fact they lost a couple of games here and there. So, anyways, I like Atlanta over Jacksonville in Atlanta. On the line, though, Atlanta's favored by 7.5 and against the spread. I like that. It's going to be a perfect touchdown passing rating, but you never know. I think they might get 10 points out of that or something like that. Hey, what can you do? So, anyways, I'm going to take Atlanta minus 7.5. Over and under, it's 45.5. I'm going to go over 45.5. Cincinnati and Miami. The winner of this game is going to get, I'm going to say it's a lose-lose situation for both teams, I think. I'm not going to argue with that, but I think Miami and Cincinnati, I think they're both tied, if I remember right. That the loser of that one will get the first round draft pick, and the not so much. Hold on. Sorry, Miami was 3-11, and Cincinnati was 1-13. So I'm sorry about that. So I thought it was something else. But anyways, despite the fact that Cincinnati got killed in the second half, but I think they're gonna bounce back in this game. I think, believe it or not, they're gonna probably get one more win before the season. So I think that's what's gonna happen for Cincinnati's case, and they're probably gonna lose in week 17. But I think for Cincinnati's case, it might as well just go. I might as well lose out, despite the fact they're going to get the number 1 seed in the draft pick. So, anyways, but, Miami, they have been playing better than they were, but not so much, I think it's going to come down who has the ball and everything like that. But Miami has, one of the worst home records in the league this year, I think, besides Cincinnati. But, but still, it's a battle of the toilet bowl, like I mentioned, so, I have to pick a winner. I'm going to go for an upset. What the hell? So I'm going to take Cincinnati over Atlanta. Why am I crazy? I have no idea why. But on the line, though, Miami's favored by 1, which I thought it was a pick'em game, and against a spread pick. But I think if I like Cincinnati to win this game, I'm going to take them to win this game. I'm going to Cincinnati plus 1. Over and under, it's 46.5. It's a low-scoring game. I can't make a prediction out of that. But I'm going to say this. I'm going to say under 46.5. Baltimore and Cleveland. All right, going into this game, I like how Cleveland's doing lately, but they've been winning games. But Baker Mayfield, he's trying to get better, but I don't know. But now I've got Odell Beckham Jr. drama going on over there, they're not getting along, or et cetera, et cetera. But but given what Cleveland had the best hype this year, I'll tell you that they haven't had a hype like that in a very long time. So I give them credit for that part, but they're not doing anything lately. So if they win against Baltimore, it'll be a miracle. But they get I think it's too little, too late if that's the case. But Lamar Jackson, the Ravens, Lamar Jackson could be a MVP candidate. So I'm gonna take Baltimore to win this game, despite the fact that Lamar Jackson's putting out some crazy numbers. I mean, he did a rushing yards since 1,000 rushing yards for a quarterback since Michael Vick, which I forget what year it was. I think it was 2002, I think, but around the early 2000s, I would say. But I'm going to choose Baltimore again over Cleveland in Cleveland. On the line, though, the Ravens are favored by 10. I don't know about that one. I think it's going to be I think Cleveland's going to lose, but not by 10. But I'm going to go Cleveland's side of that. So I'm going to take Cleveland plus 10. I think Cleveland's going to lose by a touchdown, really. I think they're going to give Baltimore a hard time a little bit. But you never know. But I'm going to take Cleveland plus 10. Over and under 48.5. I'm going to go over 48.5. I think that's going to come down to 27 to something. But, it is what it is. The Rams and the 49ers. I think the Rams case, they're probably pissed off that they lost at home. So now because of that, they're now the 5th seed in the NFC right now. Now they got to make sure that Seattle loses out and they win out so they can get back in the number 2 seed to get that division. But I don't know about that. It's going to be a low-scoring game. Now they're playing the Rams. Usually the NFC West is a really tough division to pick. Divisional games are always tough, but the Rams, this one is really a tough one. So I like the Rams over the 49ers in this game. I'm sorry. Just kidding. I like the 49ers over the Rams. He thought I was kidding, right? But anyways, I thought Jimmy Garoppolo, I think he made a couple of mistakes here and there last week against Atlanta, which, every quarterback does that, Yeah. But I'm kind of impressed about Jimmy Garoppolo. He could get comeback player of the year, despite the fact that he only played like 3 games in 2016. Never got a gig in 2017. He was benched pretty much. Then he got traded to the 49ers and didn't really do anything, Now he's having a bounce back year, so could have a comeback player of the year. I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave in the comments below on that. See what you guys think about that. But anyways, I think going into this game, I think the 49ers are going to win this game. I think they're going to take the frustrations out of the Rams, but I think it's going to be a close game, but we never know. But I'm going to take like I said, I'm going to take the 49ers over the Rams. On the line, though, the Rams are favored by 6.5 in against the spread. I'm going to take the 49ers side of that, sorry. I'm going to take the 49ers minus 6.5. Over and under, it's 45. I'm going to go over 45 on that. It's going to go over that. Over 40 points, I think. The Saints and the Titans. I think pretty much Tennessee, you got to win out to at least get the wild card. But, if you're playing the Saints, good luck with that. Drew Brees is on a roll this year. He could also have a case for an MVP candidate, too, but I think Lamar Jackson's going to be the one. So, anyways, like the Drew Brees got the record last night, but, I think going into that, I think it's going to be a really good one. I think the Saints right now, I think they're going to be the top of the NFC right now, despite the fact what's going on for the Seattle Seahawks right now and things like that. So anyways, I like the Saints to win this game right here in Tennessee. So I'm going to take the Saints over the Titans. On the line, though, that against the spread, that the Saints are favored by 3 in this game. It's pretty fair. I like that one. I like the Saints minus 3. Over and under, it's 51.5, which is kind of surprising. I don't know about that. Tennessee's quarterback, Marcus Mariota, is not really that great of a quarterback. What would you think that? Well, Mike Vrabel, he's having a good year. He turned around the team, They might not make the playoffs, but hey, what can you do? Anyways, I'm going to take under 51.5, despite the fact that it's Tennessee, Carolina and Indianapolis, yeah. I got to say, the Colts got really rear-ended, pretty much, if you know what I mean. But, it is what it is. But, for Indianapolis, you pretty much go fight for a top 15 draft pick or something like that. That's all I hope you can do right now. But if you're Carolina, you pretty much want to be built. Get rid of Cam Newton, get rid of everybody, bring in fresh starters, go from that point. So anyways, but despite the fact that how I was impressed by Jacoby Brissett this year, I think the Colts are still winning this in Indianapolis. So I'm going to take the Colts over the Carolina Panthers. On the line, though, the Indianapolis Colts are favored by 6.5 in this game. That's too many points. If this was 3 in this game, I would do that, but it's 6.5. That's way too many points. I'm going to go Carolina plus 6.5. Over and under, it's 46.5. I'm going to go over 46.5. There you go. New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. Another toilet bowl game, which 2 teams are not going anywhere, pretty much. So I think going into that one, I think the winner that will get our top 5 draft pick. So I think that's what Washington's case that they're going to do right now. And despite the fact in Washington, Eli Manning had a good night the other night. So, but it's still. I think this is still Eli Manning's last hurrah. So I'm going to take the New York Giants to win this game. Give him the win at this point, and he's not going anywhere. He's done. On the line, though. So I'm going to take the New York Giants over the Washington Redskins. Sorry, got a little ahead of myself. On the line, though, the New York Giants are, the Washington Redskins are favored by 2.5 in this game, which I still don't understand why they are favored in this game. But even though I can understand the Giants are bad, but, so I'm going to take the Giants plus 2.5, despite the fact that I think the Giants are going to win this game. Sorry, it's snowing in my area right now. Get lots of snow. We get 6 inches today. Lovely. But anyways, continuing on. Over and under 46.5 from that game. Oh, I'm sorry, 42, I'm sorry. But I'm going to go under 42 in the over and under. So, yeah, let's go on to the Oakland Raiders and the LA Chargers. Going into this game, the Oakland Raiders and the Chargers, they're both fighting for another top 5 or top 10 draft pick. Go for that. But, at this point right now, if you're Oakland, you might as well lose out. But if you're LA, the LA Chargers, go for a win. Hope everyone else in the wild card loses. So you get a fighting chance for a playoff spot, which I still technically think they're still in, I think. I don't know if they're still in or not. But anyways, I like the Chargers to win this game despite the fact in LA. Go for the shoot at this point. So I'm going to take the LA Chargers over the Oakland Raiders in LA. On the line, though, the LA Chargers are favored by 5.5 points in this game and against the spread. I'm going to say the LA Chargers minus 5.5. Over and under, it's 45.5. I'm going to go over 45.5. The Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Jets. Pittsburgh, you failed me. You should have beaten the Buffalo Bills and we would have gotten the division. Just say to say. But anyways, I think now they're now going to New York. They play the New York Jets. So I think going into that game, I think the Pittsburgh Steelers are like, let's go for another run. We may have another shot at the playoffs too if we get in. Despite the fact what they've done this year with Juju Smith-Schuster, without Antonio Brown. You know about Antonio Brown's situation, a lot of drama and things like that. And, of course, Big Ben having a season-ending elbow injury. So, hey. So, what can you say? Then they had to deal with the Mason Rudolph situation, all that. Mike Tomlin, Coach of the Year. I don't know. I'm not making it my bets right now. Mike Tomlin, Coach of the Year, despite the fact they still have a top 10 defense. They're still winning ball games here and there. Might as well go out in a bang. So, if they don't make the playoffs, might as well go out in a bang. So, I'm taking the Pittsburgh Steelers over the New York Jets that win this game. Despite the fact that, offensively, they're just bad. I think they have the better defense. That's why I'm going for that. So, I'm taking the Pittsburgh Steelers over the New York Jets. On the line, though, and against the spread, the Pittsburgh Steelers are favored by 3 in this game. That's safe. That's a safe bet. I'm taking that. The Pittsburgh Steelers minus 3. Over and under, it's under 38.5. So, it's 38.5. I'm going under 38.5. So, okay, Dallas and Philadelphia, probably the game of the week in this one, okay? If you can say that on Sunday. I think the winner of that game is going to get the NFC East. Pretty much whoever's going to get the NFC East is going to win that game. Despite the fact they're 8-8, 7-9, like they did at the NFC West one year, they're probably going to get that division. That division's really, really bad. A really bad division this year. It's not like it once was, When Carson Wentz not really having a good year. Defensively, Dallas not really having a good year. But, I have to pick a winner. I have to pick a winner in this game. Honestly, it's in Philadelphia. I'm going to hedge my bets in this game. Philadelphia may win it with the home crowd, but, Dallas is going to win the war. So, I'm going to take Dallas over the Philadelphia Eagles. Despite the fact the Eagles are home field and Dallas, but they have a better running game. That's why I'm picking Dallas. On the line, though, Dallas is favored by 2.5 in this game. I'm taking Dallas minus 2.5. Over and under, it's 46.5. I'm going to go over 46.5. All right, the Detroit Red Wings. They're a hockey team for crying out loud. Detroit Lions and the Denver Broncos. Another game that the two teams are not going anywhere in the playoffs. So, the winner of that's going to fight for a better draft pick. That's pretty much, say the least. So, I have to pick a winner. So, it's in Denver. I'm picking Denver. Nothing you can do at this point. So I'm going to choose the Broncos over the Detroit Lions in Denver. On the line, though, the Broncos, and against the spread, they're favored by 6.5 points in this game. I'm taking it. I'm taking the Denver minus 6.5. Over and under, it's 38.5. Why do I get the feeling that's going to go over? At this point, I'm going to take it. I'm going to go over 38.5. Over 38. Now, Arizona and Seattle. This is an interesting game going into this one. Seattle getting their home crowd back, the home rhythm back into it. They haven't been doing that all year. Most of it's on the road, which is really surprising. Usually it's the other way around for Seattle. But with the 12th man and everything, but that place is going to be rocking. They want to get that division. I think that's what they're going to do. In Arizona's case, might as well go for another wide receiver or something. Maybe how about Larry Fitzgerald or something. Kyle Murray. Kyle Murray's going to be into this prime. You get up there. Larry Fitzgerald, they may have another year or two or something like that, Maybe wait till develop a Kyler Murray and go from that point. So, anyways, I like the Seattle Seahawks to win this game. I think that Seattle Seahawks have a lot more to play for than Arizona does. So, I'm going to take the Seattle Seahawks over the Arizona Cardinals. Now this is going to get tricky and against the spread. On the line, though, the Seattle Seahawks are favored by 9.5 points in this game. That's way too many points. The NFC West is a really tough one. So I like the Arizona plus 9.5. This could be a close game. Over and under, it's 50.5. I'm going to go over 50.5. All right, Sunday Night Football. The Kansas City Chiefs and the Chicago Bears. Kansas City has a lot to play for. Chicago, at this point, they don't. Mitchell Trubisky is just playing bad this year. I don't care if he had a good year last year. This year, he's just horrible. And there's nothing you can do about it. Despite you have the monster of the Midway with Khalil Mack and and whatever defensive they got. I don't care. You need a quarterback to win, to help you win games. Chicago doesn't have that. So I'm taking Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs with Tyreek Hill, and everyone, all those wide receivers, and Case Keenum, Travis Kelce, I'm sorry, not Case Keenum. Duh, he's a quarterback. I'm sorry, all those guys and all those offensive weapons that the Kansas City Chiefs have, they might gonna win this game out. And it's in Chicago. I don't really care. It's not an Arrowhead. So I'm taking the Kansas City Chiefs over the Chicago Bears in Chicago in Soldier Field. On the line, though, the Chiefs are favored by 5 in this game. I'm taking that. I'm taking the Chiefs -5. Over and under, it's 45.5. I think it's going to go under in this game. I think Kansas City they may go over like 30-something, 38, 35 or something like that. But I'm going to go under 45 in this game. I don't trust Chicago. I don't trust Chicago's offense. That's why I'm going to say under. But I think they're going to blow them out. All right, Monday Night Football. The Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Hold on a minute. The Vikings and Bears, the Vikings and Packers, it's in Minnesota. Minnesota's 11-4. Green Bay's 11-3. Minnesota's 10-4. And Green Bay is 11-3. It's a must win for Minnesota. They have to win this game. If they don't win this game, that division's going to Green Bay. Minnesota has to win to keep their division hopes alive. If they don't, they have to fight for a wild card spot. And I don't think Minnesota wants that. They want that division. And you can just see Kirk Cousins. His motor is running. It is running. So, if Kirk Cousins is putting a lot of points, very impressive this year, and it's in Minnesota, it's going to be rocking, And don't get me wrong, Aaron Rodgers, still a great player. The problem is for Green Bay, they don't have an identity to back around Aaron Rodgers. So I don't know what's going on with that. So they're still working on that in Green Bay, But, Matt LaFleur, he's done a really good coaching job this year, I think he could be a case for coach of the year too, if I'm not mistaken correctly. So but I'm not too sure about Minnesota. Minnesota's been on a rampage lately. I don't know why. They may have lost like one game or two. I can't remember, but Minnesota has been really this year. Ever since what Adam Thielen said about Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins has been on a rampage on that after that. So, anyways, I'm going to take Minnesota against the Green Bay Packers in this game. The Minnesota Vikings over the Green Bay Packers. On the line, though, the Minnesota Vikings are favored by 4 in this game. That's pretty a fair amount. You never know. But I'm going to take Minnesota -4. Over and under, it's 45. I'm going to go over 45 on this one. That's going to do it for my week 15 picks. Well, week 16 picks, I apologize. But anyways, that's what we're going to do it for me. Hey, till then, check out the Electric Football Show in there, and that's one of the NFL YouTube prognosticators. The links will be down below with all the rest of the NFL YouTube prognosticators down there. And until then, I have a special message for you guys. Somebody wants to say hi. I'll give them right to you. Hello, everybody. I just want to say thank you for all the kind words you're thinking of me. And I want to wish people that you knows, thank you very much. And I wanted to wish you all a happy Merry Christmas. I hope it's a good one, or I'll get you all for your Christmas nightmare. I just wanted to say thank you for the nice thoughts and say hi back. And before I get you, now have a good Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. All right, thank you, I guess, for that nice message, Carver, I guess. But anyways, my cat Coco and I, we're all going to go out. So that'll be it for the week for us. Until then, this is Andrew Warren signing off, saying peace. All right, Coco. Oh, by the way, we almost forgot. We wanted to wish you everybody a Merry Christmas. And just in case we're not going to see you all next week, as next week's Christmas Eve on Tuesday, and I'm not sure if I can make it. So I want to wish you all a very happy and safe Merry Christmas. Till then, this is Andrew Warren. Peace.